Hey Kai, I hope you are doing well. I have this great story I wanted to read to you. It doesn't really go with our stuff. I suppose it would go with last week's letter I because there's an iceberg here. But it's just a super cool story. It's called Lost and Found, and I thought it was such a sweet story, and I thought you might enjoy it like I do. So, this story is called Lost and Found. It's by Oliver Jeffers. He writes some really cool stories. A little bit of adventure. He likes adventure. Check that out. Can you see it? It's just a suitcase. Lost and Found. Once there was a boy who found a penguin at his door. Wow. The boy didn't know where it had come from, but it began to follow him everywhere. The penguin looked sad, and the boy thought it must be lost. Oh, yeah. Huh. So the boy decided to help the penguin find its way home. He checked in the Lost and Found office, but no one was missing a penguin. He asked some birds, whoops, sorry, I can't see right there. He asked some birds if they knew where the penguin came from, but they ignored him. Some birds are like that. Can you see that? The boy asked his duck. He asked his duck in the bathtub, but the duck just floated away. He didn't know either. Where do you think the penguin belongs? Any guesses? I don't know. That night, the boy couldn't sleep for disappointment. He wanted to help the penguin, but he wasn't sure how. The next morning, he discovered that penguins come from the South Pole. Oh, look, he's reading a book. But how could he get there? He ran down to the harbor and he asked a big ship to take them to the South Pole. But his voice was much too small to be heard over the ship's horn. Wow, do you see this giant ship? There he is. Right there, that little tiny spot. Huh. Together, the boy decided he and the penguin would row to the South Pole. So the boy took his rowboat out and he tested it for size and strength. He told stories to the penguin to help pass the time. Then they packed everything they would need and pushed the rowboat out to sea. They're going to the South Pole. They rowed for many days and many nights. There was lots of time for stories, and the penguin listened to every one, so the boy would always tell another. Wow, they had a lot of time. Look at them rowing, rowing. They floated through good weather and bad, and sometimes when the waves were as big as mountains, oh no. Until finally, they came to the South Pole. The boy was delighted, but the penguin said nothing. Suddenly, it looked sad again as the boy helped him out of the boat. So he got him to the South Pole. How nice. Then the boy said goodbye and floated away. When he looked back, the penguin was still there, but it looked sadder than ever. Oh no. Why is he sad? Huh. It felt strange for the boy to be on his own. There was no point telling stories now because there was nobody to listen, except the wind and the waves. Instead, he just thought. And the more he thought, the more he realized he had made a big mistake. Uh-oh. Do you know what his mistake is? The penguin hadn't been lost. It had just been lonely. Quickly, he turned the boat around and he rowed back to the South Pole as fast as he could. Do you see him rowing there? Uh-oh. Can you see what's happening here? At last, he reached the pole again. But where was the penguin? The boy searched and searched, but he was nowhere to be found. Oh, no. Do you know where the penguin is? Take a good look at these pages. He's right there. Sadly, the boy set off for home. But then the boy saw something in the water ahead of him. Can you see it right there? Closer and closer he got until he could see. What is it? What do you think it is? It was the penguin. Aw, look. It's his friend. And so the boy and his friend went home together, talking of all the wonderful things all the way home. Ah, they were supposed to be together. How sweet was that? I hope you enjoyed the story. It was called Lost and Found. I'll see you again another time. Bye, Kai.